Hi friends, I'm here with the yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace. Feel free to skip things or change things or do what feels right for you so you're taking good care of your body. Let's begin on our backs. You can come into a Shavasana type position. Go ahead and spread out. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Allowing the weight of your body to release back into the support behind you. Begin to slow down your breath. And your breath can be an anchor to return to. Anytime you notice your mind is wandered onto something else, or you're checked out or overthinking, just come back to your breath, feeling this inhale, creating a sense of spaciousness, opening. This exhale, releasing, letting go, grounding. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead, stretching out really long through your arms and legs, through your fingers and toes. And then interlace your fingers, press out through your palms and flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in, releasing deep into your hip crease. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. And then bend your knee back in. Open your knee out to the right and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, exploring your full range of motion, honoring your limits right where they are. You don't need more mobility than you have, but do explore the mobility you do have. And release. Bend your knee, bring it all the way across for a spinal twist. What are you feeling here? What are you noticing? Each pose is stirring up different sensations, different aspects of you being in your body. What are you noticing here? Staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in and take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee, drop your right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close, releasing deep into your hip crease. And then straighten the left leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, big circles, both directions. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your right leg. And then release, bend your knee and bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then try straightening the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, take a little circle or rock. And then drop your feet to the floor. Getting set up for a little bit of core work. Start by drawing your belly in, pressing your lower back down from the inside. Keep that going strongly. You could even just stay here engaging abdominals. Have it be a passive core. If you want to add other movement, see if you can stay as relaxed as possible. So just engaging what's useful. So let's exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's take two more like this. Last one. Now bring your right knee in and your left elbow across so they come towards one another. Stretch the right leg long and then bring it back in. Reach long and bring it in. Stretch long. Knee in. Reach out. Knee in. One more. And then release and switch. Left knee in, right elbow across, and then stretch it out. Knee in, reach long, in, and out, in, and out. One more. And then reach long through arms and legs. Bring your knees back in. Make your way up to sitting. And let's come onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees and you have something to put under there, a blanket or cushion, feel free to grab that. Setting hands right under shoulders, knees under hips, fingers spread wide. Inhale, lift your head and tailbone. Exhale, round, draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now inhale, arch. Exhale, shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor. Press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. If going down all the way is too much, just go a couple of inches and then push up from there. Round. Arch. Dip down, slow and smooth. Press up. Round. Arch. One more time, dip down. Press up. Round and then sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. And coming back to ease as often as you need to. If it's useful to come to child's pose or some other relaxed position, do that. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Come back to center. Let's lift up through table and back to downward facing dog. You might pedal out your feet a little bit or shift your hips side to side, taking any movement that helps you explore being in your body. And part of this is about, optimizing health and well-being in this body, keeping balance, strength, flexibility. And part of it has nothing to do with any results or change, but just simply building a tolerance for feeling what it's like to be me. Sometimes comfortable, sometimes uncomfortable. Let's walk hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You can take a sway or shake out. Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. We'll step up to the front of the mat, coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart. Strong core supporting your back. Nice long spine. Hands together at the heart. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, coming through high push-up. Lower down, chaturanga. Come into your back bend and let's take an extra couple breaths in this first one. So feel free to take it very gently. You can stay quite low. You can move around a little. You can test the waters coming up higher. Staying in the sensation of it. You probably have a memory of this pose, what it used to feel like, what you think it should feel like, but then there's the real-time feedback. What's actually going on right now? And then back to down dog, hips high. Let's take 5 breaths in some neutral shape, using this as a resting pose. Could be down dog, child's pose, sitting on your forearms or knees. One more breath here. Coming through down dog, step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Sweep the arms high. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up. Bend your knee into your chest and then start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint, feeling your hips open and close in response to the circle. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then a big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. Inhales, look for space, length, opening, all things outward. Exhales, look for surrender, ease, grounding, all things down and in. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square. And with the upper body letting go like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Big step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor or blocks if you have them for pyramid pose. So we're going to straighten the front leg part way or all the way. You're welcome to adjust the distance between your legs. Going towards hip square, draw that right hip back. Going towards a flat back. Going towards folding. Breathing. Feeling where you are. Last breath here. Let's release. Make your way back to down dog. So you might take a vinyasa as a transition. High to low push-up. Up dog or cobra to down dog. But the transitions are for you. Do them in the way that feels right. Skip things, add your own things, pause. Take the time you need. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up. Settle in, sink low. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. Finding the optimal amount of effort. Just what's needed and nothing more, nothing less. One more breath here. Release, pyramid pose. You might use blocks for this if you have them. Remembering that each pose is a series of directions you're going in. You shouldn't get anywhere along that line except where you get. You'll meet your limits right where they are. And then that's going to be like it is. Sometimes comfortable, sometimes uncomfortable, sometimes familiar, sometimes unfamiliar. And so we do all these different poses to give us a variety of situations with which we can practice being with. If there is resistance to being with this, can you let that go? And the cool thing is, this is a safe space to do that practice, because if the answer is no, I can't let it go, like I just don't want it at all, you can always back out of the pose. You can make most poses easier, and you can always come out of the pose. You never have to accept a challenge you don't want, here anyways. Let's release, make our way back to down dog. Take the time you need, take the transition that feels right for you, integrating what you've just done. And then come back to your center. Ideally, we stay in our center, but sometimes you don't know you're off until you take a moment and check in. So take a moment and check in. Notice where your attention had been. Invite it back to right here, right now. Notice the quality of your breath. Slow it down and deepen it. And if there's anything in the way of being here, can you let that go? Can you teach yourself how to do it? Just let it fall away. Come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips sink back and down, head lifts high, shoulders low, fingers reach high. One more breath. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Send the right leg up to the ceiling. One breath. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Warrior 3, shift forward and find your balance. And you can modify or adjust however you need to. Can you bring the same open presence that you had in child's pose to here when it's like this? Last breath. Step back. Warrior 1. Let's take eagle arms. Right elbow on top of left. Lift the chest, sink the hips, little upper back arch. Shift your weight forward, come onto the toes of that back foot, and then step into eagle, Garudasana. Knee on top of knee. Put some pressure between the arms like you're going to pull them apart. Let's release, unwind. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Expanding from one arm to the other. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog, however you get there, feeling what you do. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Apply what you know. You can't know things you don't know, so don't worry about that. And do what you can do. Find your full expression using the body you have, all the information you have. And then this is how it is. It's like this, whatever this is. Can you close the gap between how you want it to be and how it is? Sometimes we can do that by changing things on the outside, and a lot of times it's an inside job. Step back, warrior 1. Eagle arms, left elbow on top. Lift the heart. Sink the hips. Lean forward, come onto the toes of that back foot, and then step into Eagle, Garudasana. Knee on top of knee. Unwind, Ardha Chandrasana. Last breath. Step back. Find your way to a good rest. Letting go of all of that, letting go of what we've just done, what we might do. Let's come back through down dog and into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward, scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. You can support yourself in any way you need to, if you want something under your hip or chest or forehead. Let's bring the upper body back up. If you have something under your right hip that's in your way, move it out of your way so you can lean to the right, slide the left knee forward, and come into half hero on the left side. So you might move your calf muscle out of your way, try and have the left leg in nice and close, left knee pointing straight to the front, left toes pointing straight to the back. Add padding under your ankle or hips if that's useful. Lean back onto your hands, tuck your tailbone, keep tucking, yawning open through the front of the left hip, and you can stay on your hands. You can experiment with coming to your elbows, either just one elbow or both. You might come all the way down, and at any point, come higher or go lower, adjusting so you stay at your edge, not beyond it. To release, let's lean to the right or roll to the right. Taking the pressure off that left leg, straighten it out, and then give a little rub to your left knee or ankle, and we'll fold over that straight left leg. Adjust the right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh, and then fold over your straight left leg. You can use your hands on your foot, on a strap, or the floor. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Find your way back to down dog, however you want to get there. And then the same thing on the other side. Left knee forward, pigeon pose, left side. Scoot back through the right leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. And then settle towards the floor. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. Each moment of the transition is part of it. Feeling how things shift as you move. If you do have something under your left hip that's in your way, you can move it out of your way. Lean to the left and slide the right knee forward, half hero on the right side. Adding support if that's useful, making whatever adjustments you need to. Lean back, tuck your tailbone. Keep that tucking, directing the stretch from the hip to the knee, creating space in the knee. Length through the lower back, and you can always go lower or higher. To release, lean to the left, straighten the right leg out, give a little rub to the knee or ankle or foot, and then we'll adjust the left sole of the foot to the right inner thigh, fold over that straight right leg, Janu Shirshasana. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Find your way back to down dog. And then come all the way through to sitting. And let's get set up for supported fish. So you're welcome to use blocks or blankets. There's lots of ways to do supported fish. Something is going to go behind the upper back. Make sure it's the upper back and not the lower back. Pretty high, just low enough that the shoulders can fall off the end of it, but right up there. Depending on how high the thing you're putting under your back is, you may want something else to support your head. So instead of the chin being way up in the air, the back of the neck is long. Arms can be overhead or out to the side. Legs can be bent or straight. See how much you can release into this shape. If you can't release, you might have it a little too intense right now. Take it down a notch. Take the prop and make it smaller or softer in some way. You could lie over just a half-inch roll of a blanket and make it very, very subtle, very gentle. So you choose your challenge. One gentle way of releasing is to interlace your fingers behind your head. And then use your arm strength to lift your chin to your chest, taking the pressure off your props. Lean to one elbow and move your things out of your way. Let's take a supported bridge next. Lift the hips and slide something under the sacrum. a little bit lower than the lower back. And you can play around with the height and firmness of what's under your hips. If you don't have a block, a stack of books with a towel over it, a foam roller, firm cushion, a lot of things could work. Resting your hips down. Let's bring the right knee to the chest, grab hold of it, and straighten the left leg, letting the front of the left hip open, hip flexor stretch. The more you hug your knee in, the more you let that straight left leg hang. Let's release this side, same thing other side. Bring your left knee in, drop the right leg long, and let the front of the right hip yawn open. When you feel even on the two sides, come to neutral. So that could be both feet to the floor, both knees to the chest, or both legs straight, either along the floor or up in the air. And you're welcome to adjust the placement or height of your props. How much ease can you find where you are? Letting go as much as you're able. And then on your own time, make your way to your final resting pose. You can stay here longer if you like. You can take any poses or stretches that you need to feel complete in your practice. And eventually come into your final resting pose, letting go. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in and roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. Thank you for your support in whatever ways you're able to do that. I very much appreciate financial contributions, Venmo, PayPal, Patreon, if that's something you can afford. It means a lot to me. If you aren't able to contribute financially and you are enjoying these, sharing them is another really great way. Liking, subscribing to my YouTube channel, sharing with others who might enjoy, and just letting me know that this makes a difference to you really means a lot to me. So thank you so much.